Greetings and welcome to another episode of Boom and Bust. I'm your host, Tony Clement. I'm here at the News Forum where all voices matter. Well, it's my pleasure to invite back Thomas Caldwell to the program. He is chairman of Caldwell Securities in Toronto. And as always, there's lots to talk about. Welcome back, Tom.
Thank you, Tony.
I guess since the last time we talked, what has caught your attention? Economics or geopolitics, whatever?
Well, I think for a while here, economics is taking a bit of a background role to geopolitical because there's all kinds of spin-offs and ramifications to what we're seeing in the Middle East, et cetera.
Yeah. What do you see as the big international political risks with that or elsewhere right now?
Well, I guess the concern is that it does not spread. And I think it's in everyone's interests to not have it spread. I think the other influence is here now, and that's within the Jewish community.
Mm.
You know, it's the damage here has not only been horrible to the people in Israel and indeed now to those in Gaza, but to the Jewish psyche. I mean, my Jewish friends are really quite anxious. They think they don't see a safe haven anymore. They see protests, they see anti-Semitism. It's really hit their psyche, and it's quite damaging because at the back of many of their minds is the Holocaust. Is it going to happen again?
Yeah.
What's happening? Who are our friends? Do we have friends? Is everybody going to turn on us? I talked to one Jewish friend of mine who says he's going to take the mezuzah down from his door because he didn't want to be targeted. And I said, well, give it to me. I'll put it on my door. But I think it's very important that they be reminded that they do have friends. And I do believe Canada's a safe haven for everybody. And I've always had one rule with immigration: check your luggage at the door. You're here for a new start, a new country, something bigger, something better. And so the damage is potential expansion, but also within the psyche of a very important part of our population. I mean, there's a very successful business people, significant investors, massive charity donors, which I think some of the universities are going to find out about in the not too distant future either as well. So there's some of the impact is there already, and everything affects markets at some level.
Right.
And people don't invest when they're concerned about safety. They go to safety first.
Right.
Investing in the future is almost a secondary goal.
No, you're absolutely right. And of course, I've detected the same amount of anxiety with my friends as well. And when they look at the history from the 20s and 30s, it started out with little things that grew to bigger
Absolutely.
and bigger things, and then before you knew it, it was the Holocaust. So they don't take any comfort by the minor aggressions that take place or the smallish examples of Jew hate. It's all part of where this could lead to in a matter of moments, as Israel found out with the attacks on October 7th. So I think
part of the Jewish psyche, to be concerned about it. And I was saying to a Jewish friend of mine, I understand what you're going through. And I corrected myself and said, no, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Now, listen, Christians come under attack all the time. They think many of us spend the weekend killing children and that. So we've gone through that cycle as well, but it's different with the Jewish community. It's different. They're very sensitive to this sort of thing. And like it or not, I understand the Palestinians have had a really tough go of things, but nothing justifies what Hamas did.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And that everything is off the rails. And it's easy to say, well, you better be measured in your response. You start a war, you can't control the outcome. A war is the most terrible. I've been in war zones. I've been in the hospital in Kandahar, children with limbs blown off. One wasn't going to live the night. It's the people that have to pay the price for these things are not the guys that start them.
Yeah. That's true, and you're right to signal that we don't know whether this is just going to be a micro war in Gaza, but more likely a little bit of a regional war, and where that goes, nobody really knows, right? So that's where we are right now.
It's sort of a trap, for Israel. It's almost as if the Hamas guys knew exactly what the reaction was going to be.
Yeah,
which begs the question, why? Is it part of a bigger picture? I mean, that's the part I don't understand.
Yeah.
You knew what was going to happen, so why were you doing it? profile, money from other Arab countries? I don't know. I don't understand that.
It's a massive destabilizer. Iran's interest is to destabilize. Russia's interest is to destabilize. So who knows? Tom, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back with the next segment. Please stay with us.
Thank you.